Welcome YouTube, welcome to Punching Leech Games. This is my very first YouTube video and I'm very excited to share it. And today we are talking Pokemon games. If you have a comment, please leave it below, or a like, dislike, let me know what you think of the video. And again, this is my very first one and thanks for stopping by to watch it. So today's question is Pokemon games. Is now the time to buy them? The recording of this video, we're at September 3rd. So we're right at the beginning of September. Holidays are not quite here yet, and we also have a couple new Pokemon releases coming. And I want to talk about 4 games that I think maybe you want to look at and you want to think about buying if you haven't yet. That first game being, let me grab out of my stack here. This is one you can probably find at any store right now, actually, if you're lucky. Some stores are starting to run out of it. You can definitely find it online still, but that is this guy, and it is Pokemon Sword and Shield with the expansion pass. And why this copy? The reason I'm pointing this one out is we have 2 new releases coming. We have the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, and we have Arceus coming. These are dropping in November and January, respectively. And this one, I don't see sticking around once those come out. Right now, it's still on the shelves, but we have Christmas coming around the corner, and the price tag at first definitely pushed some people away. Now this game is still hovering around its MSRP depending on when you look at it. You can definitely find it used for just a little bit cheaper, but this is a game, if you haven't picked it up, I would pick it up. When you look at this game, I think of Pokemon Black and White and then Black and White 2. The second ones are worth more, even though there's a lot of the same gameplay elements. Same thing here with this, it's worth more even though it has a lot of the same gameplay elements at first, basically identical, except for that expansion. That's the big deal here, is if someday that Switch store goes away, that expansion is on the cartridge. If you can't download it anymore, you can't download it anymore. I think of games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, where there was an expansion, and we can still play the original game, but we don't have that expansion to go back to anymore. Now, Pokemon Black and White 2, that brings me to the next game, and that is Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. These games are on the cheaper end right now. However, they are definitely an out of print game. Out of print meaning you might find it at a retailer, you might not. Probably not. If you're checking your Walmart, sometimes they're clearancing them out. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon definitely going to be the ones that are worth more. Let me pull up price charting here and you can see that rate. I don't like using price charting to see the exact price of a game, but I do like using it to see the curve. So let's switch here and see the curve. We can see it stayed pretty steady. We're dipping down the low 20s, upper 30s. This is for a loose copy. If we're looking complete inbox, sold listings, we're going to see, some of them are actually about the same. New price, $42 still, you can see here. But as you can see, it's relatively stable. Same thing, let's look at Pokemon Moon. So Pokemon Moon, we actually see started out high, and it's actually pretty low. I've noticed this, and definitely on my Facebook Marketplace, and if you're checking Craigslist or things like that, this game is definitely cheaper on the loose side. Even sometimes with the box, I'm finding it for $10 around town. You can see the complete price here for $15. New price, $35. But you see that price is sitting low, and I don't imagine it staying there forever. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Sun and Moon as well. We have to remember this is a unique game. This game got rid of the gyms. This is one of the first game, I believe, that we saw where the Pokemon didn't have to know the HM anymore to travel around. And so it's just a little bit off of the normal Pokemon formula. If we look over at eBay, we'll just look at some sold listings here. This is where I like to go look for my prices. Even right now, buy it now, $19 just for the cartridge. So if you don't want to look around town and you don't want to hit up your local game store, you can do that. Just with anything here, I like to go down. You have to scroll pretty far down to find it. Sold items. This gives you your best idea of what things are actually worth. See, here's a complete box copy for $20. $24 here. Here's, I don't know why those are, two Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, here's just the cases. But my point being, this is a relatively low price to get in at. And I think it's only going to go up from here. I don't see this game getting cheaper, especially since the 3DS was discontinued. People are starting to collect for it, and it's just kind of a sought after. It's going to be sought after someday. Not right now, but in the future. Next game I want to talk about, I'm going to flip over to the GameCube. Let's look at Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. This one, when you look at the price charting here, again, I don't like to pay attention to the prices too much. They're okay. I like it for the curve. So we see it flatlined for quite a while. Started going up in 2019. And then all of a sudden, we hit the spot where everyone starts staying home. And this game starts to climb and climb. And holy cow, it gets expensive, according to price charting standards. And that's true. It did get really expensive. This game, we're starting to see come down now, actually. So if you go and check eBay right now, you see there's one starting at 140 for a bid. That's not a buy it now. Or here's one 150 complete, buy it now. That was over 200 or more just a few months ago, back in April. So we have other ones here, 95 disc only, but it looks like it still has the box. Let's see what else we got here. Here's a 190. And again, this is one where it's got the poster. If you're getting everything within it, it's a really nice condition. You kind of expect to pay a little bit more because now you're getting to collecting, not just buying the game to have the game. I do have a copy. I consider myself lucky that I picked up this copy right here. I took a gamble on it. The case looked absolutely terrible when I got it, so I swapped the case. But the artwork was great. It doesn't have everything in it, but I paid $60. And that was the summer of, I want to say 2019. Might have been the fall of 2019, right before it just went nuts. And if you're like, oh yeah, I got just disc only for $60 now, people will be like, really? Here's a disc only for $100. That's just not a thing anymore. So this one, I don't see staying this price. I see it only going up. The reason being, we are 2 months from kind of the start of the holiday season. Basically, retailers are going to start their push around Black Friday. We're going to see a Pokemon release in November. You hit December, everyone's searching for that Christmas gift. They're just willing to pay more. So all these prices are going to go up. And the thing with GameCube games is they're already high. GameCube has become this collectible console that everybody wants because it was kind of, ignored for some reason during its life cycle. It just didn't sell a ton. And there just aren't as many copies of the games out there. So this is one, I think, if you're interested in this one, or Pokemon Coliseum, that one too, I would pick those up now. I don't think they are going to get lower. I think they will go up. Pokemon Coliseum has stabilized for a while, and it's around that $100 or less price point for as long as you're not looking for the very premium mint copy. You could probably find one for $100 or less. But this is also a game that's just going to go up in value. And last game I want to bring up, for basically the same reason as the GameCube ones, is Pokemon SoulSilver. This is considered the best way to play the game. This is the only remake at the moment. Again, these peaked $200 plus back in April. They've come down quite a bit. As you see here, here's one for 107. This one's more. And this is one of those games where if you want the full complete in-box copy, and I mean complete, you have to remember this game came out with an outer box like you see here. It came with a Pokewalker. There's even a special edition from Walmart that came with a figure. All of those are going to cost more. This one right here, this one's just ridiculous. Factory sealed for over $1,000. Yeah, that's what you're going to pay if you want something that nice. And that's a big collector investing somebody who really wants it like that. Otherwise, I recommend just looking for either a loose copy or a copy at least with the artwork. I prefer to have the manual if you can get it, but the artwork is like the big I must have because it just looks bad on your gaming shelf without it. But this is a game, again, I think it's only going to go up as the holidays come around. So, well, that's what I think about Pokemon right now. Those are 4 games I think you should pick up. I guess technically 5 because I threw Pokemon Coliseum in there for a hot sec. But Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Sword and Shield with that expansion pass, Pokemon Soul Silver. Those are all games that are on the up and up. And I think, they're only going to go up hit November. We got releases. We even got January. You have to remember holidays. Once you hit December, they don't really stop there. They go into January. Retailers, places like eBay, marketplaces, they're going to push you to keep buying because they know kids, you know, everybody and their mom got a gift card. They're like, hey, come spend it here. Why not? You got some extra cash, just yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to push. So those prices are going to stay high even in January. And we also have another Pokemon release in January. So those prices are not going to come down anytime soon. I think now is the time to buy. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Put a like, put a dislike. Let me know what you think. This is my very first YouTube video. So thank you so much for joining me and have a great day.